Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. I know this video has been due for a while. I put out a trailer on Instagram and stuff and I just completely forgot about it, so really sorry about that, but it's finally here. As you guys just saw the intro, I'm going to be talking about the OnePlus 7 Pro, and I attended the launch event and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Huge shout out to OnePlus for that. And it's been almost 2 months since that happened, so here is my full review of the OnePlus 7 Pro. I'm going to be telling you 7 things you need to know before you consider buying the 7 Pro. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So to start off, we get 3 colors for the OnePlus 7 Pro. Number 1 is the almond white. Second one is iron gray, which is pretty much what I would have gone for if not for the third option, which is my personal favorite, the nebula blue. That is my personal favorite color, so most of the shots you see in this video are going to be of that variant. Now let's go over the 7 things you need to know before you consider buying the phone. Number 1 is the display. The display is arguably the best thing about the OnePlus 7 Pro. It's a 1440p panel that can run at 90 Hz, which makes the display extremely smooth. The display is a fluid AMOLED display, which makes it really vibrant and really sharp, but it doesn't get too bright. One thing that I wanted to mention about the display is the frame rate. Basically, most of the devices out in the market right now with 90Hz displays have an option where you can set the frame rate of the device as a variable. So basically what it does is that it changes the frame rate of the screen according to what you're doing. If you're doing a graphic intensive task like watching a video or playing a game, it automatically turns the frame rate to 90Hz. But on the other hand, if you're just scrolling through Instagram or like texting someone, the frame rate is set as 60 frames or 30 frames per second, which saves a lot of battery. OnePlus has said that they're working on an update to get that to the OnePlus 7 Pro, and I hope they do that really fast, because the battery life on this is not that great. We'll talk about that further in the video. But now on to point number 2, which is the camera. Now personally, the camera on the OnePlus 7 Pro was the biggest disappointment for me. It's just not flagship level, to be very honest. To give you some context, the sensor used in the OnePlus 7 Pro is a IMX586, which is the exact same sensor used in a Redmi Note 7 Pro, which is priced at about 16,000 rupees. That comes under the budget category, so you can't really expect any flagship level photos from this phone. We all know that OnePlus has struggled here and there in the camera department through all these years, but now that they're hiking the price by so much, I expect a better camera. Now, the only thing we can hope for over here is a Gcam update specifically for the OnePlus 7 Pro to make the camera a little better, which Google has confirmed that they're working on, so you're not going to get that sharpness, you're not going to get those accurate colors until you get a Gcam update, so hopefully that comes fast. Now, point number 3 is the performance. We all know that OnePlus has a history of making a extremely powerful phones, and the OnePlus 7 Pro is not an exception. The OnePlus 7 Pro packs a Snapdragon 855 with 6 gigs of RAM at the lowest and 12 gigs of RAM at the max, which is powerful enough to play any popular game at the moment right now out in the market. For example, PUBG, Fortnite, or even the newly launched Call of Duty game for mobile. It just crushes all of these games. So you can get 90 Hz consistently on all these games on even the base model of the OnePlus 7 Pro. OnePlus has also partnered up with Fnatic to bring a gaming mode by the name Fnatic mode, which basically mutes all your notification, mutes all your calls, and shuts down all the background tasks so that your phone can, concentrate on just getting you the best gaming performance possible. Now, point number 4 is the battery life. As I just mentioned in the first point, the battery life isn't that great. The OnePlus 7 Pro comes with a 4000 mAh battery, which you might think should be enough for a regular smartphone, but with a 6.7-inch Fluid AMOLED display, it takes a lot of battery, especially when it's running at 90 Hz. So hopefully when the update comes out, it might affect the battery life a lot, might get you some more minutes, hopefully at least an hour or two, because the average battery life on the OnePlus 7 Pro is about 6 to 7 hours, whereas the average battery life for any flagship phone out in the market right now is about 8 to 10 hours. So yes, OnePlus does have a long way to go, but the good thing with the whole battery department is the charging technology. So OnePlus introduced their warp charge technology with the McLaren edition of the 60, which obviously the 7 also has. What basically you can do is charge your phone up to 40% in just 20 minutes, but obviously for that you'll have to carry your OnePlus warp charge adapter wherever you go, which you really don't want. So hopefully OnePlus does release that update very soon, along with maybe any other thing that can help to add on to the battery life. Now, number 5, we all saw the crazy tests that OnePlus did in their labs to ensure that the pop-up mechanism of the camera is rugged and is sturdy enough to not break really easily. They showed an example where they opened and closed the mechanism more than 100,000 times. They also lifted a cement block with just by suspending it onto the pop-up mechanism. All those crazy things, but at the end of the day, it's a moving part and it's bound to break somewhere in the future. Just depends on how well you use the phone, how well you keep it, and if you don't drop it and stuff. Hopefully it might just last as long as you want, but not all of us are so gentle with our phones, so there is a chance of breaking. There is also a high chance of dust particles or sand particles getting through the holes and affecting the internals. That's sort of an issue for me. I would rather prefer a phone with a notch. That's just me. And point number 6 is a very less talked about feature is the UFS 3.0 that OnePlus 7 comes with. It might not even matter to a lot of people, but UFS is basically the transfer and the storage technology that all smartphones out in the market right now use. And Samsung earlier this year had said that they'll bring UFS 3.0 to S10 and the S10 Plus, but they failed to do so, which makes the OnePlus 7 Pro the first ever smartphone to ship with UFS 3.0 in India. I'm not sure about the world, but it is definitely the first one available in India. So that's amazing. But a lot of people don't even care about it. What the basic advantage that a UFS 3.0 phone has over a UFS 2.1 phone is the data transfer speeds. The data transfer speeds are less than half the time that it takes for a UFS 2.1 phone, and also the data storage. The data storage on a UFS 3.0 phone is way more safer, way more reliable, and it's consistent throughout. There's a very less chance of data loss. So yes, overall UFS 3.0 is way better than UFS 2.1, and I'm definitely hoping to see a lot more manufacturers getting UFS 3.0 in their phones. Now, point number 7, the final point, is the IP rating of OnePlus 7 Pro. Now, OnePlus 7 Pro does not have an official IP rating, but OnePlus has made it clear that it has some sort of hydrophobic coating, because they've put up a lot of small promos and photos on their social media pages where they show that a OnePlus 7 Pro is working completely fine even after being submerged in water. So it does have some sort of hydrophobic coating, and they've done some testing in their own labs, but sources say that they didn't go for a official IP rating because it would have added to the cost almost $20 to $30 per unit. So just to save up on that, because the price is already pretty high, they couldn't afford to make the phone any more costlier. So I guess that's probably why OnePlus didn't go for an IP rating. Now, overall, I feel that the phone is really well designed, really well made. It does need a way better camera. I would really want OnePlus to change the camera next year, make it at least possible for a flagship level device, because this camera is just really disappointing for the price you're paying. I would also want OnePlus to include wireless charging in their next phones, because they have been doing glass back phones for the last three models, and I still can't understand why they haven't put wireless charging yet. I would also like to see a phone with better battery life. I don't mind having a thicker phone as long as it lasts the entire day. That's just me. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment below. So these are the 7 things you need to know before you consider buying the OnePlus 7 Pro. I know it is pretty late. I know most of you who wanted the phone would have still got it, but I'm just still making the video because there might be a few people who might just be thinking to get it or not get it and stuff like that. So here's my full review of the OnePlus 7 Pro. I hope you guys found it useful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. Comment down below what you want to see next, because I'm trying to get back to YouTube. I was on a huge break, but I think it's finally time to get back on YouTube. So comment down below what you want to see next. There is a giveaway coming for you guys very soon, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.